Okay, so a couple months ago, my grandfather passed away, and he left me something. And so I've kind of been in weddings for about 5 years now, and I've been shooting photos and practicing photography for years now. And it's been about probably 20 years since I shot film with an actual SLR. And so when my grandfather passed away, I inherited a film camera. And the film camera is actually quite in very good condition. And it had an issue. I had to put together the shutter dial. So the shutter dial had to be put together again. And I think I got it working. And so the camera is very clean. It's a Praktica LTL3. So this is an East German camera. Quite a good looking camera. And as you can tell, very good quality. Or not very good quality. Who knows about the quality? But in general, seems like there's a bit of a rattle in there. I think it's the hot shoe is a little loose. But in general, the camera is very clean. The lens is very clean. It's a 50-1.8 lens, which is what I like to shoot. And the only thing I had to do to kind of upkeep from when I pulled it out of the camera bag was I needed to clean inside the film bay. There was a little bit of kind of like a mold and some dirt in there that needed to be cleaned out. But other than that, body's really clean, camera's clean. It's a nice looking camera. The only other problem is the viewfinder is very small. So what happens is when you're shooting, and I like to shoot at low apertures, like when I can, I'm going to shoot at 1.8 or f2. I don't typically like to go past 2.8, especially on a 50 for the stuff I do. But obviously that depends on your shutter speed and the speed of your film. The shutter on this only goes up to 1000, which is a little bit limiting, obviously. So in brighter days, in general, in the daytime, it's a little tough to shoot at 1.8. In the evenings, it's a little easier. But 1000 is not ideal. Anyways, with the smaller viewfinder, it makes it hard to focus because it's really hard to see the focusing prism inside. I can see in slightly lower light here, I can kind of see how I can get focus, but my eyes aren't what they used to be, and having a very light focusing prism in here and a very small viewfinder makes it challenging to focus, particularly at 1.8. And I remember at a wedding I shot with someone's Canon AE1, just a few photos for the couple, and the focusing prism in that camera was much better. So yeah, focusing on this one is a little problematic, and obviously the shutter dial, I can tell I'm moving it. Actually moving it around right now. The cover for the ISO. There we go. So yeah, the shutter dial had to be rebuilt, but other than that, it's a really cool camera. I took it to a couple weddings. This is my second roll of film in here, and I took it to a few engagement sessions. And what I did was I shot my first roll of film on here, and here are the negatives. And we're going to take a look at the scans. So yeah, I look through, they look all good. I can see a problem right here, if you can see in the camera. So, when I finished the film, we were on a little family hike, and I took some photos of my kids and my wife. When I finished the film, I came home all hot and bothered to open up the film and get it processed. What I did was I started to rewind the film, and I didn't rewind far enough, and I popped open the back, and of course I ruined, by the looks of it, at least 6 to 8 photos. I thought it would be more. I thought I'd ruin probably the entire roll of film, but I definitely ruined a bunch of frames in there. Just having it open for that split second, once I realized that it wasn't fully in, I quickly closed it, and obviously I ruined quite a few frames there. No big deal. You live and learn. This was like I said, this was my first roll of film that I put through a camera in over 20 years for sure. So it's been a long time. Shot digital forever. So yeah, this is the scans. We're going to take a look at Lightroom, and I will see how I did. they should be fun. I have some photos that I want to deliver from some of the weddings and some of the engagements, but some of them are just like family photos as well. So yeah, let's hop in a Lightroom and take a look. We're in right now. So here are the photos ready to be imported. There's 28, so it looks like 8 photos were ruined, and you can see here, you can see that some of the light leak from when I opened. Yeah, there's my son. It's a little bit of a bummer because I'm looking through, I can see some of the ones that got affected. This couple here was really into like film photos, and we had a lot of fun. I took, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 photos from their wedding, and I must have taken, like, there's at least, looks like there's a couple from my family here. So of the 8, there's maybe like 5 from this wedding that seem to have gotten destroyed, which is a little bit of a bummer because they were, like I said, they were into film photography. She brought a film camera, and I think the photos would have been epic. The gallery is epic, so it's a little bit of a bummer that those didn't show up, but it doesn't matter. So let's import them and see how we did. Okay, I'll just quickly look at these and critique my film photography skills. We'll just go through them one by one here. So yeah, 8 photos ruined by my little opening up of the back of the camera. Whatever, I won't do it again. You live and learn. Great photo, completely out of focus. Looks like it was a slip of the finger. Rejected. This is my daughter and her friend. Little bit of a bummer that she has her eyes closed, but they're very cute. So if I was to develop this, I would, assuming she had her eyes closed or opened, I would do that. And I would probably add a little bit of contrast like that. This is a JPEG, I'm not gonna go crazy on it, but yeah, I like a little contrast to my black and whites. So I would have did that. So anyways, fine, whatever. That's our sauna, and it's in focus, which is good. And it's just a photo. I don't remember taking that, but again, little contrast, fine, whatever. What do we got here? Another random sauna photo. It looks like that was shot in the morning. Probably had some nice morning light. I was just checking for flares and stuff, but garbage. My son. Here we go. So let's rotate it. It's out of focus. He's cute, and he was posing for a photo. I would probably crop that a little bit. So yeah, out of focus. Looks like I focused on his hand here. That may have been at 1.8 or f2, so you can see the chair's in focus, his hand is in focus, but of course his face isn't. He moves around a lot, so that's probably why I didn't catch him in focus. I'll keep it. A random phone on a couch. Okay, so that was a family photo session I was at, and that's a bad photo. And here's a good photo, but it's out of focus, unfortunately. So let's rotate it. Yeah, so I'm a little cockeyed here, but it's unfortunate. That's a very cute photo. This family was very, very nice. I would have liked to get them some photos, but this one's out of focus, whatever. Like I said in the intro, where's the camera? The viewfinder on this thing is very small, and it's really hard to hit focus with it. Like even here, especially with moving people, like I think that's kind of in focus, but again, I'm not even sure if the focusing mechanism is calibrated properly. This is an old camera that sat in a bag for years, so I'm not sure exactly if it still focuses properly, but anyways, I will live and learn. But that one's out of focus. This one's also out of focus. That's too bad. That would have been a very nice photo. Yeah, that's a real bummer. Where am I focused? I'm focused on the window in the back there. That's way out of focus. Unfortunately, that's a really cute photo of them. That's a bummer. Whatever. Anyways, this one's in focus. Looks like we got a bit of a light leak on there from when I opened it up. Unfortunately, that was a nice moment. We kind of it was his birthday, and we shared a glass of champagne at the end of the session, which was a lot of fun. They just moved into town, and I think they're on their way out, but yeah, that's too bad. Too bad she's not looking at the camera, looking at him. But anyways, it's in focus. I really enjoyed that session, so bummer that this one's out of focus. You can see I hit the door in the back. That's too bad. Anyways, would have been a good photo. Decent tones on the black and white. I forgot to say in the intro, this is Ilford HP5 400 ISO. So this was the first film canister I rolled through there. I currently have Portra 400, and I have a few other rolls of HP5 downstairs. 400. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I bought a 100. I'm not sure. But I don't mind the tones. I like a little bit more contrast, but obviously film camera, old camera, I don't care. I'm going to take what I can get. I can massage the files a little later. Okay. Engagement session. Out of focus. Boy, I suck. Not good at getting focus, apparently. So this was a nice little forest. Again, the light leak's a little bummer, but whatever. Don't open up your film before it's fully rewound. So out of focus. The photo itself, I was just playing around. It's not the greatest photo anyway, so whatever. Another one out of focus. Perfect. I'm really good at this, guys. So yeah, that one out of focus. Looks like it got beat up by the light thing again. Anyways, would have been an okay photo. Whatever. Here we go. I remember taking this photo. This was really nice. Beautiful beach. This is nicer. Like this. It's in focus. Finally. Probably like F4 on this one, but so I hit them. But yeah, it's in focus. Green is nice. Files are quite small. That's not too bad, I guess, in terms of the sizing. I'm sure that's regular size for film. But that's a nice photo. I like that one. I would deliver that to them for sure. I can. This couple's really nice, and I think they love their photos, so I'll probably send that along. Ooh, this one's really in focus. This looks great. I wish she had a little bit more of a smile on her face. He looks good. She had just a little bit of a smirk, like getting her, I like to say, all hot and bothered would have been real nice, but that's a nice photo. Geez, nice and sharp for an old lens like that too. So when you hit focus, it looks good. Okay, a little bit of, again, the light leak there. It was very bright on their back too. The reason for this pose was to keep the light off of their faces in the bushes where they were just sitting. So that's why they're posed like that, light coming off there. That may be because of when I opened up the back of the film, but that could also just be for the film or the light itself. But yeah, put a bit of vignette on it to kill that. Let's try that. Good. I'm happy with that. I'll definitely give that to them. Okay, this one, a little flat. The tones are a little flat. Add a little contrast. See if I can pull up the exposure just a little bit. You know what? That's not terrible. It's not a great photo. The digitals of this, in particular, this setup were really nice. But this photo is okay. I'll take it. Oh, out of focus. This was a sunset. Again, these photos are really nice. This is a gallery I'll definitely share on my blog this winter. But out of focus, you can see the focus is on her shirt here or her arm, so which is a little bit of a bummer. So yeah, there's that. Little bit of a bummer there, but anyways, we'll take it. This one's way out of focus, so this is an X. Same photo, I think I took twice, but I don't even know where the focus is on that. It's terrible. And then as I was walking out, this was kind of like basically at the end of blue hour. It was getting pretty dark at that time. I just kind of snapped the photo. I took a nice silhouette of them in this area that looks nice in color. We had just got there as the sun was coming on down below the horizon. I have a nice photo of them there, but obviously black and white on this does nothing. Okay, so here's the wedding where I took a few photos. Old building, Kingston Mills. The digital of this photo is epic. This was peak fall colors. This gallery is an absolute must share. Everything about it is very good. It was a quick wedding, 2 hours, but the photos are very good, and I'm very excited to share those. Another blog post this winter for sure. Okay, this one's in focus. This is where the film started to get destroyed, but that's a nice photo. I like that. Okay, we'll take it. Very much in focus. They're all in focus, so I probably shot that at. There was just rain here, so it was overcast. I don't know what my exposure would have been, but if I had to guess, I probably shot that at 2.8. Yeah, a little bit of contrast. Pull back the highlights on her dress a little bit. Let's try there. Good. I like that photo a lot. Probably one of the best ones so far. I'll blue that one. Blue is my favorites. The top photos from a session, ones I want to use best of, blogging. So blue would be considered all of my favorite photos from a session. If it's like one of the best photos I've ever taken, then I 5-star it, 4-star it. I don't typically use stars. I use flagging and colors. All right. Rotate left. Oh, this is a great photo too. Here we go. In focus, it looks like it's probably f1.8 or f2, probably closer to f2. Nice photo. There we go. Best photo yet, right here. Not even ruined by the light or by the opening of the back. So I like that. Probably the cleanest photo I have taken so far, right there. Great photo. Like it. Very timeless. We'll blue that one as well. Oh, here we go. This one's nice. This setup, I have some killer photos. Some I did black and white, like reflections on the water, and I flipped one upside down and all that stuff. Probably do a video at some point, some of those types of things. But this would have been an excellent photo, but as you can see, I ruined it. So they look like they are slightly out of focus, but it's not terrible. They're a little out of focus, but it's not too bad. So yeah, take that. Good. I'll blue that one as well. All right, what else we got here? Okay, my son. So again, we went up on a cliff and took a bunch of photos. This day was not a black and white day. This was color day by all means, like details, close-ups, her dress, that kind of stuff, very black and white. But the rest of it, the colors were incredible, like peak fall colors. So not a black and white film day. And here's my son, and with his crazy smile, he's in focus. This would have been the last bit of the film that got completely ruined. So he's cute. I took this photo. I took a photo of the couple in this same spot because I took my family hiking a couple days after this wedding, and kind of showed my kids some of the spots because it's a really beautiful location. And I took some of the couple up here that are really nice, but will never see the light of day in film. In digital, they look incredible. Yeah. That's the lookout over the Rideau Canal into the city of Kingston, and looks like got a bit of light leak on the film right here in the corner, but other than that, cool photo. Little landscape, we'll take it. Use that. There's my wife walking down the path. She's out of focus, but at this point I think I was just trying to run through the film because I wanted to get that wedding in particular developed, and yeah, out of focus. Not even a particularly good photo. Oh, here's a photo. They are in focus. It's not particularly good, but we were walking down there, my daughter and my wife. Not a particularly good photo, but again, I would think I was just trying to bust through the film at this point. Yeah, it's too bad. Oh, damn. So my wife trying to do some editorial style thing here, but I misfocused. It looks like I focused on this rock here. She's out of focus. That's a fine photo, whatever. Very filmic, out of focus. I should have made it blurry too. And here's my daughter, and I took a really nice photo of the couple in these rocks here. I'll definitely share, probably on Instagram in the coming days. She's in focus, so I hit focus. Her expression isn't great, but I wanted her to kind of look that way. But kids are kids. It was a nice setup area. It was much more for like a couple or something, but I wanted to take a photo of my daughter in the rocks there, and it's in focus, which I'm glad, given the amount of photos that were out of focus. So yeah, that's my first roll of film. That's the first roll I've shot for like 20 plus years, and I had a lot of fun. And I brought this to a couple weddings in October, and I still haven't gone through the film. Like my full day weddings have kind of petered out, and now I did a whole bunch of engagement sessions. I just didn't feel like I needed to bring the film along. I didn't have any couples that I sense would really be into the film aspect of it, but I was out of town several times. I just never brought it along. But so I have a few rolls left, or a few frames left. I'll probably shoot through Christmas, and I have a trip coming up that maybe I'll take some film along. I have, I think, another roll of Portra that I'll take along for the trip. And in 2024, I think I will be bringing that camera along for more sessions, more weddings, that kind of stuff. I think it's a good way to like engage couples creatively. I'm not going to be a full film photographer by any means, but like running through a few frames a wedding seems to be fun. Like it's extra gear you have to bring along, extra things you have to set up or talk through and think about when you're going through the motions of portraits and whatever. So something I will bring along in 2024, just for maybe select weddings, or when I can reduce my kit a little bit and pop that out every once in a while. So yeah, hope this video was interesting. Like, I found it interesting to look through these. It's like I said, it was a bummer that I ruined a bunch of the frames, but it was a good experience running through, learning to use the camera, and kind of dipping my toes back into film after so many years. A few things about that camera is the light meter is broken. It's not just a battery, it needs a complete calibration, and kind of looked up how to do it, and it's just way out of my league. It's not worth it. I'll just use my phone or my digital camera to meter and take the photos. So, and it looks like actually I did an excellent job of exposing. I think the exposures are all actually quite good. So obviously the combination of my digital camera and the phone app did a great job of exposing my scenes. Just I need to work on my focusing, and I need to not open up the back of the camera when the film's still in it. So if I get those things, I will figure this out. So yeah, this was, I think, a look through my film, and I'm hoping to do more videos about film photography, about wedding photos, about editing, gear, all that kind of stuff. I think I have some good ideas. I have some cameras I'd like to chat about, including this one here, the Nikon ZF. I'm on my way to being able to do a proper review of it for wedding photographers. I shot a bunch of Santa photos for families on this. I did all the photos with that. I shot a large portion of a wedding on this, mostly cocktail hour, that kind of stuff, in low light at f2. The photos from my quick look around were actually quite good. I'm very pleased with this camera, and I'm definitely going to do a review on it. I think given what I've seen online, there's lots of impressions and like gear reviews on it, but I think I have a good sense as to how this functions at a wedding, in a family session, that kind of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'll probably look at my other gear, the gear I use on a wedding day, and have used for the last 2 years, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, my name is Josh, wedding photographer in Ontario, Canada, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.